It's your boy, Tis Dinner is out, bringing you another great edition of Black Ops 2 for me to you, because that's what I do. Ground War Domination on Aftermath. I know yesterday my mic was sounding a little freaky, deaky, loud and stuff. This mic I've had, this is my very first mic, Samsung. And I know it's time probably for me to get a new mic, and I probably will. I'll probably get a, I don't know, everybody says like a blue mic or something, I don't know. But I'm going to get a new mic. I don't know which mic to get. If you want to leave something in the comments, feel free to do so. I appreciate that. And I thank you for coming to my channel. If you want to hear interesting raw edition, always click the right hand corner. I do a raw edition of how I'm feeling today and some other stuff. And I might touch base on it a little bit. Now, a lot of people are like, yo, Fist, why are you posting so much Aftermath? Look, it's one of those maps where you hate. I think Aftermath in the beginning of the game, you know what it was? Is I was using SMG. Was I using assault rifles? And then I was using SMGs. And then I just started to use stuff that, you know, listen, you have to have class setups for people that just play this game. You know, it's not that they play the game to be annoying. I don't think people play this game to be annoying. It's just that some people only know how to play this game a certain way. They only know how to play the game a certain way to where the game doesn't make them mad. And what I mean by this is, like, maybe they have a bad connection and they can't kill you. So they're using certain setups that only work for them, but in the meantime, you're looking at them like you play like shit. You camp in the corner. You play this way. Maybe that's the only way in their mind that they know how to play. But to me, when you play like that, you know, it's like it pisses you. It pisses you off too, probably, and it pisses me off. So it's like, how do you lock down annoying players? How do you beat annoying people? And this is the way I do it. You know, like Aftermath, I set certain things up. Like, I just, you know what? I take over the centerpiece on Ground War Domination, and I'm like, here, come get me. And I'm using the LMG with the dual band, and that's just the way it's going to be. You know, it just depends. If I have a lot of people rushing down on me, then I switch up. You know, I mean, there's certain way. There's counters for everything. And if you're playing against certain styles of mentality, I wouldn't even say styles of gameplay. Because it's really not styles of gameplay. It's styles of mentality. It's different maturation processes where people mature at the game. There's so many levels. Like, some people might just come home and play the game a certain way. Like, you know, hey, I'm coming home from work. I just want to get me a couple games in. I don't care to learn nothing more than the MSMCSC or whatever. I don't care to learn anything more than the FAMAS or whatever, you know, I'm talking in the past. But you get the point. It's the gaming mentality. It's not the style of the game player. So you have to have a certain setup. And that's what's great about online gameplay. You don't never know what you're going, you know, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. So you have to be prepared for every style. But this, I was specifically setting up this style. Like, you know, look, I showed you styles when I think it was earlier. I was using the new mobility buff on the Type 25. You can check that a couple videos back. Now, I'm using the LMG with the dual band inside Aftermath on B, where I'm just holding down this whole area. Like, I'm like challenging you. And the great thing about this map is that it's specific to spawns. If your team is not in the middle or beyond flag B, they're gonna spawn all the way on C. If they're on the other side of B, they're gonna spawn all the way on A. So this is perfect, and this is map knowledge. You know, you have to understand, like, this is the where you mature and you understand how the map flow works. And see, when you're running an SMG, it's like you die, and that's why I was mad at this map. I'd use the SMG, I would rush into battle, I would get killed, and I'd be like, damn it, I gotta spawn all the way back at C or B, because there's nowhere else where you would spawn. Like, hell, this map's a big-ass map. You think you would spawn, like, in the elevator shaft or by the bus or over here closer to the fight? No. They spawn you all the way on their side. So if you got an SMG player, by the time you spawn, they're setting up to kill you again. So it's not even worth using an SMG on this map. It's better just to set up with this is an LMG. This is a support map. This is a support map in the fact that once you set up, that's it. There's no one that can break you out of it. Unless they have specific classes for breaking you out of your setup. You see what I'm saying? Like right here. You know, they tried to stun me. Now that stun knows that I'm there. The great thing I like about versus, and actually that was an EMP, but the EMP takes damage off you and it goes through walls. So no matter where you're at, it's going to hit you and notify the other team that you're there. So you have to think about this. Like, you know, that's the other thing. When using EMPs, you got to be careful because you're like, where the hell is this guy? And he could be hiding behind a corner and it'll still get a hit marker on him. I remember I was like half life down, I got hit, and I died. I was like, I'm on the other side of the wall. Like, what? I was like, that's the power of the EMP. Also, you know, like EMP, if you catch somebody and you let's say you take over flag B, and you went from A to B, and let's say that guy was getting a lot of streaks. You push him into a spawn trap. Obviously, you could do that on this map, and maybe Turbine. Then you can start, like, let's say the guy got streaks and he wants to get out and he's got lightning streaks and all that. You could throw EMPs. You don't even have to be close to their spawn. If it hits them, they can't call in their strikes. So you lock them down, and when time is running out, I mean, that's it. You can lock that down, see? And that's it. You just, Aftermath, you could play it a couple ways. You know, I like, you can run up in this area with the shotgun. I like the mobility on the Type 25. Now these games are becoming more map-specific style of gameplay. I'm starting to notice this, where the maps are becoming part of the game now, and I think that's what we're going to see in the future, and that's what I would like to see in first-person shooters, is maps being more of a factor in the game. Now, if you look at the new Injustice game coming out, the background is part of the gameplay. And you notice that earlier in Black Ops, maybe that's where they got the idea from, that earlier in Black Ops when the rocket launched in Black Ops, I think Black Ops was the first one that, maybe that was the only thing that Treyarch has done innovative, was have map participation. And now that they got the new maps coming out with lava flow and stuff, you know, and you have to jump across the map to, you know, get around the map. And I like this fact because you got a bust glass, which makes noise. And if you're jumping over to a ladder and you hear the glass break, you pretty much know where that person is going. And so that's what I'm saying. Maps that are interactive, a lot more interactive. I would like to see way more interactive maps. But you really can't have too much of a complicated interaction because then people will just not go that way anymore. I mean, we're talking about, like, you know, pressing a button on the elevator and getting on it and going upstairs. That's not complicated. But, like, you know, maybe if you have to break glass and then jump from one ladder to another to get the... I mean, people don't want to go through all that shit. They just don't want to do it. So anyways, I'm using the MK48 dual band. You see here, it's just locking this shit down. And there's nothing they can do. And that's the objective of the game, is to lock down the B flag. Isn't that the point of the game? And this is what a support class is supposed to do. You know, it locks down, it gives support to my other players, and I'm causing trouble. That's what a support class is supposed to do. Not like a sniper rifle running out there in the middle of the open and leading the charge with assaults and SMGs and sniping people. No, you're supposed to be an irritating annoyance as a support character from far. And that's what this guy does. This is how you're supposed to play it. And that's a sad thing about this game. You know, that's, you know, we got a lot of issues that, you know, it seems like Treyarch Logic is amazing. It's amazing. And I'm like I said, go and check Fist 2, Raw Fist, where I talk about esports gaming. And you're going to want to listen to this because I think it's important for all of us in the social stratosphere of this game in the majority of us who support this game and patronize this game, for them to for all of us to support the game, for them to have possible to pay out $1 million to a select group of people. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Until next time, it's your boy Fizz. Peace. I'm out.